Hello everyone, we are back for another video today. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for choosing to hang out with me again. For anyone new, welcome. This channel is all about creating style without boundaries. So if that resonates with you, I think you're going to like it here. Please guys, don't forget to like and leave a comment. And if you get anything from today's video, go ahead and be sure to subscribe. With all the YouTube things out of the way, let's get into this video. This is going to be all about the outfits I would wear if I worked in an office. Disclaimer before we get started. There has been a lot of discourse around influencers creating this type of content. Exploring some of those responses, I definitely understand where people are coming from when they say influencers are creating unrealistic inspiration that does not make sense or is not appropriate for an office setting. I get it. When we're featuring things like shoulder-bearing tops, sheer pieces, shorts, I even saw one person like styling up like sweatpants for the office. I definitely understand where people are saying, I work in an office and I cannot wear that. Unless you work in a creative field like entertainment or fashion, or your office is just extremely laid back and casual, I also don't see how things like that would be appropriate. Now that being said, the response to that type of content features outfits that really veer into extreme minimalism and neutral color palettes, where I don't feel that that is the only way to be appropriate for the office. If that's your personal taste, then more power to you. However, if you're more like me, where personal expression is really important and you tend to work better when you feel good about what you're wearing, you're probably going to like the outfits that I put together. We're going to definitely lean into the elements that are appropriate for an office. However, we're going to feature more interesting cuts and color combinations. That being said, I recognize that even my choices are reflective of the type of environment that I work in. I'm going to put a disclaimer here. These outfits probably are going to be better for more creative office settings, despite the fact that there is a great deal of nice tailoring. All the disclaimers out of the way, let's go ahead and get into our first look. All right, let's get into outfit number one. This outfit is such a beautiful combination of shades of navy and white. Navy is such an underrated neutral, and I find it to be as versatile as black, without carrying those undercurrents of extreme formality, austerity, or even a touch of somberness. However, it is very difficult to come across it if it's not currently trending. And so I would advise you, keep your eyes open because navy goes with almost every color. Looks amazing with orange, pinks, browns, whites, ivories. It's just fantastic. So the entire look was built around the idea of wearing a waistcoat slash vest. A waistcoat to me really adds a sense of polish and formality to any look, and in many circumstances, not all, it can be a nice substitute to a blazer. My waistcoat is technically a corset, and it is designed by Megan Renee, and it was done in collaboration with Harlem's Fashion Row at Nordstrom. I love the fact that it is made of a navy and white pinstripe done in wool, which is such a classic suiting motif, and that makes it amazing. However, the shape makes it very, very interesting and is a slight twist on a very classic staple. I have been on the hunt for years for the perfect pair of wide leg navy trousers, and Target's Future Collective line finally answered my prayers. Beautiful wide leg shape, pleated detail. You can't see, but they've got a white band at the top, which adds a little bit of visual interest when I'm not wearing a piece over top of it. My shirt is a semi-sheer tuxedo shirt, also from Target's Future Collective line. I appreciated the take on a classic menswear staple, but featuring a lightweight sheer fabric with a slightly dropped shoulder, which gave it a more casual and relaxed edge. Now, because I have so much visual interest going on in every component of my outfit, I wanted to keep my footwear pretty subdued. So I've just got a pair of classic penny loafers from Gucci, also in navy. I've had these for like a good 10, maybe 15 years, and they're the gift that keeps on giving. All right, outfit number 2. Let's just get into the color palette of this look. Blue is one of my favorite colors to wear, and I actually find it to be one of my most flattering colors. It's also so soothing, so yes, a bit unconventional from the typical office neutrals, but I also think that this type of powder blue can function fairly well as a neutral in its own right. My shirt is from And Other Stories, and I absolutely love this piece. What happened is I was scrolling the website and I saw a beautiful brown lady and I added it to my cart and I hit checkout. I'm not used to seeing pieces like this, so it felt one of a kind and I knew I wanted to have it. Also, just the dreamy soft colors really spoke to me. I love the relaxed blousey feel of it, and I think it's the perfect juxtaposition to my pants. So my pants are Banana Republic Factory. I'd like to give a huge shout out to another creator, also here on YouTube, Suits Soles by EPP. She did a video about chartreuse and ended up styling these Banana Republic trousers with a chartreuse green top, and I was sold right away. I love the idea of taking a cargo trouser and elevating it with a more formal cut, adding a crease, doing it in a more formal textile, and that's exactly what these pants are doing. Normally, when I style them, I wear them casually, and I'll take this tab down here and I'll actually wrap it around the front to give more of a gathered ankle, kind of giving almost like a harem pant feel. But since I'm going to the office, I want to look a little bit more polished, so we're just letting them hang nice and straight. With the crease, they look amazing. Because the pants break right at the ankle on me, they're not cropped enough to feel cropped, but they're not long enough to make sense. So I instead opted for my silver Saint Laurent Wyatt boot in the 40mm. These boots are tried and true, plus they make a really beautiful statement with the blues of the shirt and the pants. All right, that's outfit number 2. Let's get into outfit number 3. Ooh, yes, I like how these colors work together. All right, guys, so for this look was built around what I call my working lady jacket. This is a piece I picked up from a designer consignment shop and was just blown away by the level of detail. I mean, this beautiful plum, quilted velvet. I mean, this over-the-top sequin, pearl, gemstone, embroidery, and then the lace. Oh, spectacular. Oscar de la Renta. But the other thing that attracted me to this is that it reminded me of some of the silhouettes of jackets I saw for Saint Laurent, and I thought it could very easily work into that type of aesthetic. But I know that this jacket definitely is a more formal piece, definitely for a working woman, or maybe even a woman who wants to wear something to like a nice cocktail event. But we are reappropriating it for the office. This jacket is beautiful, very polished, very sophisticated. So I just wanted to keep the rest of the details very minimal because this jacket is the star of the show. So underneath, I just have a silk, kind of ruched top. This is from Zara in a beautiful magenta color. And these colors play together so beautifully. They are speaking the same language. My pants are a tuxedo trouser. These I got from Saks for such a steep discount. They're helmet leg and I wear them to everything. You can see here they've got the satin waistband, which is, I love that detail. Beautiful crease, just a little bit of a split at the hem to give just a gorgeous shape. They are a little bit big on me now, but I don't even want to touch them. I just think that they're so gorgeous. Plus, if I gain weight in the future, which is possible, then I can grow back into them. Now, for my shoes, my pants are a little bit long and I don't always love getting my pants hemmed, so I will often just give myself some of the extra height with my shoes. These are a patent leather boot from Saint Laurent. They're called the bow style. And the key to the bow style is that the toe box, the front of the shoe, is supposed to give the impression of a loafer, but then you turn to the side and you get that amazing heel detail. I love, again, the traditional elements, but just the beautiful attention to detail, the colors, the accents, make these pieces feel special, and I feel like I could go into my office and run a meeting and be totally in charge. I do desperately need to get these hemmed. Why am I so lazy? Anyway, this look, I have to say, is probably my favorite of all the outfits. That's why it's squarely in the middle. So I put this look together because I really wanted to redefine what office wear could be. And there are pieces that feel very luxurious, but aren't your traditional blazer, waistcoat that you expect to see for office wear fits. So this bomber jacket really inspires me. Despite the fact that it's definitely more of a streetwear silhouette, Haider Ackermann has completely elevated this style with an amazing cropped cut and this beautiful, beautiful burgundy velvet. This is the type of piece that, even though you say it's a bomber jacket, it feels so sophisticated. And that's why I wanted to bring it in for my office wear inspiration. To really help and elevate the bomber jacket even further, I wanted to just do a traditional white turtleneck underneath. This is from Zara. I could have opted for black because that would have created a nice streamlined silhouette. However, for me, I like for there to be a little bit of a pop in color contrast. Plus, the black ribbing of the jacket already ties nicely into the black wool pants. So that's where we're getting kind of that harmony and that cohesion. My trousers are from Zara Studio. They've got a leather detail on the waistband and this beautiful silver embroidery down both legs. For someone a little bit more understated or a little bit more traditional, definitely opt for a very traditional black wool trouser. I could do the Helmut Lang trousers that I wore earlier. I've got a pair of vintage Lanvin balloon trousers. I've got a wide leg, just simple pair from Zara as well. That would be amazing substitutes. For footwear, I'm keeping my Saint Laurent bow shoes on. Again, these pants are way too long. You can see how they're starting to stack at my ankles. So I need as much height as I can, but I also think patent leather just feels so sophisticated, and that helps to bring, again, some legitimacy to a bomber jacket. I think that this is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing and perfect for the fall weather. Besides the fact that the pants need to be hemmed, I think that this is really like a 10 out of 10. I can already hear someone in the comments saying, skinny pants? What year is it? 2012? Maybe I'm just one of the people who doesn't hate the look. I really enjoy the silhouette of this outfit. So this over-the-top bow blouse. This is something I picked up from H&M last year, and I don't remember really featuring it in my content, and I don't remember wearing it a lot. But I thought it was the perfect piece to wear for this type of video. I know I see all the girls online wearing bow blouses to their jobs, and I also see a lot of places like ASOS creating really interesting, bow blouses for men as well. I think the bow blouse definitely is a great alternative to a traditional collared shirt. Still feels formal, still feels polished, but it brings some whimsy and it brings some fun. So in all honesty, this top is a little bit sheer, so wanted to make it more appropriate for the office. So easy solution, throw on a blazer over top. This blazer is from Zara and it is one of my favorite blazers ever. So while most blazers today, or at least I should say, most blazers available on the high street tend to be more relaxed and more oversized, that silhouette doesn't work that well for me. I need structure, I need crispness, and this blazer does exactly that. Great shoulder pads, and if you notice, the jacket does follow the contours of the body just a bit. I'm gonna turn around. The jacket is cut to curve into the smallest part of the body, which gives it more shape instead of just hanging straight from the shoulder, which that cut is not bad for me either, as long as the shoulders fit correctly. I don't like it when it's a more drop shoulder style. That just looks terrible on me. The pants are Victoria Beckham, and Victoria Beckham to me is exactly who I think of when I think of a beautiful tailored suit, or really just tailoring in general. And she brings those elements to her namesake label each and every time. I loved the skinny fit to them, but I also loved that the tuxedo stripe was velvet instead of satin. And you can't really tell in the video, but the stripes are slightly irregular. So this one velvet stripe actually runs down the pocket, whereas this one sits behind the pocket, which I think is just very, very cool. I know you're sick of seeing them. I've got my bow patent leather boots on again, but the length of these pants necessitates a tall shoe, and this is my tallest formal shoe. If I worked as a buyer for Barney's or say Saks Fifth Avenue, this is exactly what I could envision myself wearing to the office. I really, really love it. Unfortunately, I could not find the pants I had initially intended to wear with this top, but word to the wise, do not own so many clothes and have so many places to store said clothes that you cannot rotate the garments. I bought this top from Mango over the summer, and I knew instantly it was a top I wanted to feature in this video. It is so beautiful. It's a blue ombre chiffon with a crossover style. And this color looks so good on my skin. I love this. I had a very heavy mermaid core motif going through my summer wardrobe, and I wanted to find at least one or two ways to bring that into the fall and winter, and this top is allowing me to do so. The top really is nothing without the pants. These are new in wool wide leg trousers, high-waisted, from Zara's Studio collection. These pants are phenomenal. I mean, look at that. Amazing. They're so good. One thing I can recommend is that learn your silhouette and learn your hero pieces. For me, a wide leg pant is always going to be a good option. It's a very flattering silhouette, especially when it's done in a high waist and it's long enough to hit the floor. These just hover above it. My shoes, I just needed something understated and simple that would not take the focus away from the rest of the outfit. These are a Western boot from Saint Laurent in a smooth leather with just like a 2-inch heel, just to give me a little bit of lift, but really they're very nondescript. Now, I probably would throw a blazer on over top of this just to give it that polish. Let me grab that. One moment. So, same Zara blazer from before, but now we have a very finished, very complete look that looks great. I personally don't think it needs the blazer, but some people might want to add that just to feel like they're pulling the whole look together. So I wanted to do at least one look with leather pants. Not every office environment is going to love that, but if you get a really good traditional straight leg cut, even a wide leg cut, you're going to be in good shape. Mine tie in the back, so they're a little bit more casual, but still feel like they can be a little bit elevated. So, wanted to pair them with this amazing jacket. This is Robert Rodriguez from Barney's New York. I've had this forever, and I love that it is so formal and styling, yet it has one side without a lapel and another side with a dramatic peaked lapel. Classic plaid, but the white buttons then bring some visual interest. Underneath, I have a cashmere sleeveless turtleneck with shoulder pads, and I did that intentionally because the shoulder pads are giving my jacket a little bit more structure. If your office isn't cool with leather pants, I've got a more traditional option that will still feel visually interesting with this look. All right, so now we're back and we switched things out for another plaid piece. These are Junya Watanabe pants that my mother bought me from Barney's, so Barney's and Barney's, match made in heaven. So most people aren't going to think to pair plaid on plaid. However, I love to do pattern mixing like that, especially two patterns that are similar but slightly different. It feels interesting without feeling overwhelming, and unfortunately you're not going to really get this on camera, but they both have a brown stripe as part of the weave. So even though they're different colors, I love that there's that element that they have in common. Didn't mention it before, but on my feet are my Ferragamo loafers. They're a lug sole. I love these. Alright guys, that brings us to our final outfit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that at the very least you were able to get a little bit of inspiration. Even if the outfits weren't necessarily your taste, I hope it inspires you to look at your office wear outfits and try to incorporate some new and exciting elements that make the looks pop a little bit more. I'll be sure also to follow up with some short form content for some of the honorable mentions that did not make it into the video. I'm thinking about focusing on some interesting pieces that you can invest in to create stylish yet office appropriate outfits. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.